Hi, guys. We're about to go live here on YouTube. All right, everybody. We're live YouTube. We're live here on Zoom. I'm filling in for Wade today. He's traveling right now, or he's in meetings actually, in an out of town meeting. So he asked if we could cover this, so we got him covered. Thank you, Morgan, for being here, co-hosting, of course. And I want to thank Ellen and Hugh for both doing the Tuesdays and Thursday events as well. You know, we try our best to give you guys live events where you can ask questions and come get some pro tips in a bite-sized fashion. And Ellen's doing the BizOp meeting on Tuesdays as well. We're not paying her to do that. She's doing that out of a kindness of her heart, helping the company. And the same with you, same with Bank Breezy and Wade. These guys are all volunteers helping to grow the company, and we're in this mission together. And that's the great commission we're on, is to serve clients and serve you with an amazing business. So sorry about the shadow here. I had to go get on the road, and so I'm doing this obviously from my car. Two things that are important. Number one, promoting your business. What can you do to increase the odds of having effectiveness with your client? And so today's talk is called Promoting Via Tools, how to use tools to promote your business. And, you know, it's timely with the new app being out and the new educational video being out. And of course, the website being out, and there's a video of me on the website, just giving a little overview of business funding. The website's got an online application. So we've taken all the steps that we can automate. We've turned the tool, the educational tool. If you haven't already seen that, please watch it and share it with people. The easiest way to look at it is your job is to meet, greet, and inform, not sell, right? And informing ends up converting people into customers, because as they are informed, they're educated. As they're educated, then they proceed if the timing is right and if it's the right fit. If it's not the right fit, they don't proceed. So keep it that simple. You're not responsible for the outcome. Well, the tools we have right now are our app, and this is only through DAC, the app for DAC, and the Bank Breezy or the funding videos, right? So there's a video, an educational video about alternative capital. There's just an overview of me talking about our type of funding for people. But I think the most ideal video is the educational, our type of capital, working capital. And I'm using this and I'm encouraging you to do the same, as a reach out and say, hey, you know, the best thing you can do is just give us a quick view at your convenience. It'll help you understand the difference between us and bank funding. Because bank funding is great, but it's not always the right fit for you. Why isn't bank funding the right fit for some clients? Number one, they can't get approved. Number two, they don't want to put up collateral, and they can get improved, but they don't want to put up collateral. Or number three, they can't wait. They can't wait to get the funding. And the fourth reason, it's very rare, but once in a while, it's called encumbrances. Sometimes you can get a bank funding, but they put encumbrances or rules on what you can do with that money. And if you change that, you got to pay everything in full. But they can collect it. So the four main reasons people don't want bank funding is, number one, they can't get approved for it. Or four reasons why bank funding is not the best. They can't get approved. They can get approved, but they don't want to put up their house as collateral or their building as collateral, whatever that may be. And number three, they don't want to wait the time that it takes to get approved. And number four, they don't want the encumbrances or the rules placed upon them. So with all that, you look at those three reasons, even if they can get approved, those three things and why they still wouldn't: the time, the encumbrances, or the collateral. Those are three good reasons why people would stop. Right? I would tell you right now, my wife, Marlo, if I were to need to borrow money for our business, she'd say, hey, do whatever you want to do. Just don't put our house up as collateral. I don't care. That way, if anything ever happens to the business, we still got our house. Right? So that's not uncommon at all for people to say that. So that means alternative capital. Now, what are the alternative capital sources? I'm going to show you why this matters in the tool. The alternative capital sources are, number one, friends and family just giving you money. Number two, your savings account, right? Or number three, an investor, someone investing in the money, investing money to get part of your ownership. Or number four, us. That's it. So friends and family giving you money, well, that comes with its own set of interest, right? Maybe a family member or something. Now you're obligated to them, and until you pay them back, there's a lot of pressure. Better not be going on vacation or buying a new car or anything like that, or else, well, hey, why haven't you paid me back yet? It's number one. Number two, um, you got to sell the company to give up equity. Now you're giving up control, or you're giving up a piece of the company that you think one day is going to be worth a lot. It's called equity financing, where you get money for ownership that you give up. Okay. That can be great, but you're giving up ownership now, and you got to find someone who wants to invest. So one is finding someone to loan you money and you got pressure. Two is finding someone who will invest. Three is your savings account. If you had the money, do you want to take it and risk it? If you had 100 grand in the bank and that's all your savings and all your retirement and your business needs 80, do you want to take that 100 out and be down to 20 in your retirement? Maybe. Or would you rather leave the 100 rainy day and borrow 80 from us and get it? So there's the fourth way is alternative capital, us. Now, why are we the best of all the others? So we're not the best source of funding. If they can get a bank loan and they're willing to put up the time and willing to put up the collateral, they should get a bank loan. It's lower price, right? They don't mind putting up collateral and don't mind the time it takes and don't mind any possible encumbrances. If they can get approved, they should take that money. If they mind all those things, then it comes to us. If they got savings account, well, do they want to deplete their savings or not? Do they have friends and family want to loan it or not? Do they have investors who want to invest or not? If not, it's us. But do you see there's a lot of reasons why people wouldn't want our funding, even if they got a good idea? All those other reasons I said how people can get money. Now, where are we playing? We're playing in the market where none of those options exist. Either they can't get approved, they don't want to put up collateral, they don't want the encumbrances, or can't wait the time, bank's gone. They don't have friends and family, they don't have who are willing to give them money, they don't have savings, they don't have investors ready to go. It's alternative revenue-based capital, which is us. So if all those other options are gone, now why DAC? Because we created and partner with Bank Breezy. So we've got the one-stop best offer search engine. We're going to find the best offer for the client and get a funding with one application easy. Now, knowing that, if everyone you knew who owns a business knew what I just said, if they all knew everything I just covered, if 100% of you business owners who know you know that you are the source of revenue-based funding capital for if and when they have an opportunity they want to pursue and they can't get approved at a bank loan or don't want the collateral or don't want the encumbrances or don't want to wait the time or they don't have friends and family, they don't have investors and they don't have savings. When you rule all those others out, it just comes to DAC. That's the solution. Now, if they all knew that, how many of them would take you up on it? 60% of the businesses are breaking even or losing money and need to grow their business. They need ideas. They need to drive profits. Right? So if they all knew about this and they're not doing what they want yet in their business, they're not growing yet, and they rule out all those other sources of funds, then it just becomes Lisa, the DAC agent. Tanya, the DAC agent. Steve, the DAC agent. Right? That's you become the source. That's it. And then they get funding from you. Now, if you have a tool that can do that, we don't go through the banking and all that. Our tool we just launched, they already know the banking. They already know what they can and can't do, right? They already know they're not approvable at the bank or don't want to put up collateral. You come along and you just show them, and it is mentioned on the educational video, by the way. You come along and you say, hey, I just want to educate you on what I'm doing because I love helping business owners. Our company is built to help business owners fuel their ideas. We're not the best source of capital for everybody, but we are the best source for a percentage of the business owners out there. There's no one better than us for a percentage of the business owners. I just want you to know we are in case you're part of that percentage. I'm going to send you a video. Give it a watch. Now, if they end up going to get bank funding, is that okay? Yes. If they go borrow money from a friend or family, is that okay? Yes. If they take their savings and deplete it, is that okay? Yes. All those things are okay. But if they get revenue-based funding from someone else, that's not okay. They overpay. That's not okay. That's not okay. It's like if you had a gas station on your corner, you own it. and you're willing to give everyone the best. If they want premium, you got premium. If they want Eco 85, you got it. If they want regular, if you got those ATV special high octane fuel, you got it. You got everything there, and you're charging less than across the street. And they go across the street. Is that okay? Why'd they go across the street? They didn't know you were lower price. They didn't know you were involved. It's your uncle. He didn't know you own a gas station. So he goes to some stranger's gas station and pays too much. So that's what's happening right now. There's people all over North America getting funding that you know. And the way you learn it is when they go, yeah, I've already got one of those. You'll learn it. They're getting funding, and maybe you've been involved for 5 years. You've been involved for 5 years, and they got funding a year ago. They got gas station across the street. They got gas because they didn't know you owned the station, and they didn't know your pricing was lower than over there. So educate, educate, educate with the tools. Use the app so you can track who's opened it. Open the link, that is, not open the text. You send a text and they read the text, you're not notified. You're notified if they click the link, which takes them into your landing page. And then if they watch the video, obviously, if there's an image to view, you'll know they went. But I suggest you send the educational video. And the good news is I'm hearing back from people that are watching it. Hey, thanks. I really appreciate it. If and when, I'll let you know. They're now aware of another source of capital, and now they can get thinking. See, a lot of our affiliate agents think you got to approach someone when they need the money now. It's not true. Real estate agents, mortgage agents, business funding agents all have to recognize that you're building relationships for when a customer is ready to proceed, not to try to get someone ready to proceed, for when someone is. And that's a long play. Now, you will come across, as we've always said, about 40 business owner conversations, you'll probably have an application come in. Just because of timing. But of those 40 conversations, you probably have 3 or 4 other future applications because we're the right funding for them for if and when. It just isn't currently when. When is not till 6 months from now, or when is till next week. But when you educate someone and start using the dialogue of, I want to help you fuel your profits. I want to help drive your profits. What ideas you got? Have you ever thought about ideas on how to bump your profits? Maybe we can help fund those ideas. Start saying things like that. You're in the profit acceleration business, not the loan business. You're in the profit acceleration business, not the loan business. What business are you in? The profit acceleration business, not the bad debt business, not the loan business. You're not strapping people with debt. What you're doing is fueling their growth. So focus on that. All right. That's all I have for today. Use the app. Make sure you edit the text a little bit to have speak it from personally, and then share it with as many people as you can. If you don't get a click that they clicked on the link, follow up with them. So set up follow up. And if you don't get notified that they clicked on the link, just reach out again. Hey, did you see my text? That's all you got to say. Hey, did you see my text? That's it. That's it. So I've got a call later today with a CPA. Well, we're trying to get it scheduled today. He texted me yesterday and said, I'd like you to talk to my CPA today. This was yesterday. We never connected. And as I reached out to him this morning, I said, hey, can we get on the phone with your CPA today? Well, that CPA has already watched our educational video, right? So he already knows what we are. This isn't a sales pitch. If they're ready to get on the call, they already know the pricing. They already know everything. They already know how they can use this and when they should and shouldn't use this, right? Makes the job easy when you get on the phone because they're already sorted. They already know what we are. So educate, and then you won't get the people coming on. They go through the whole funding process. They get approved for $100,000. They got to pay back $135,000, which is a great price. And they go, what? I got to pay back $130,000. I don't get this for 10 years. No, this isn't a mortgage. Oh, my agent never told me this. So it's not your fault. They could have read the website. If you talk to them, You don't want to mislead them, obviously. But the best way to educate them is use that tool. Use the tool, and you'll see another one added soon. Very similar, worded a little differently, but the same thing. I approved it this morning, and we're going to add it to the app in the future as well. So you can pick whichever one you want to share. They're both educational. And we might even have a third one that's not an explainer video with cartoons. It'll be more of a B-roll. B-roll just means videos of other people, business owner walking and someone in their office playing on the keyboard, something like that. So we've got a third one that we may put out as well, but I'm not liking the feel of it, frankly. But you may love it and may convert more. So we're going to put them up and let you guys decide. But let's go to your questions. If you have any questions at all, let me know. Morgan, you see any questions?
I do not. Oh, we had one pop up. Leonard P, you can go ahead and unmute yourself.
You can always count on me for another question.
I know.
I am doing wonderful.
Good.
I'm having a little trouble understanding exactly how to work the app. Is there a video on the site as to how to use the app?
There's not a tutorial yet on how to use the app because it's in beta mode. They're actually making us one. Have you already been able to log into the app?
Yes.
Okay. So the easiest way to look at it, there's not a video, so I'll just go through it real quick, is when you're in the app to click on the media and hit share. So you click on media and hit any one of you see the educational business funding video. That's one we're talking about. If you click on that, it then shows you how to share it. It's got a little individual or email, or, you can pick text, one person, you can set up follow-up. If you select text, it allows you to select someone from your telephone, if that's who you're texting it to. Of course, email, it's going to pull from your phone, or you can add it. So you can either add context to the app, or you can do it from your phone and pull them right out of your phone. So that's the best thing I can say. I'd say just keep messing around with it a little bit, and you and I can talk offline if there's an issue with that. They are working on a tutorial, but it's pretty intuitive.
I've been playing with it, but I use it on the computer, not on the phone.
Okay, so you can't text, yeah. Can't text from a computer, so you can only email or do social posts to like Facebook
and I downloaded it, so I've got to put it on my phone, is what you're saying, because I downloaded a list of about 150 prospects.
Yeah.
And I couldn't send them anything because I only had phone numbers, no emails.
Yeah. So you want to download the app from the Apple Store. Do you have an Apple phone or an Android phone?
Android.
Yeah. So you can go to the Android Apple. I think it's called Google Store. I don't have an Android, but you can download the app right there, and it's real intuitive. Click on the media, and you'll see a little picture of your phone. Choose from contacts or choose from your phone. Choose from your phone, and away you go.
What's the name of the app?
It's called Go Recruit, but in the website, getmydacapp.com, getmydacapp.com, getmydacagency.app.com. Getmydacagency.app.com. Maybe Morgan, you can type that in the comments. Getmydacagency.app.com. You click on that, you'll see the link for the iOS store, which is Apple, or the Google Play Store, and then of course the desktop.
Okay, thank you again as usual.
Thank you. It's called Go Recruit. It's got a big G. I'll show you what it looks like so that you can find it. You don't have to go to that link, but if you go to it, it's there. Go Recruit. Okay, well, it's right here. You see it in the top right there. That's what it looks like. Go Recruit. The G with a bar, almost like a whatever spreadsheet on the top. Okay.
All right.
Any other questions?
We have Barbara Williams. You can go ahead and unmute yourself.
Thank you, and good afternoon, everyone.
Good
Thank you
afternoon,
for all
Barbara.
that you. Yes, thank you for all that you do. And this question is regarding the app also. I utilized the information I was given yesterday, but and that was regarding the username. And it's not allowing me still to get in at all.
Yeah, you have to use your ID number, not your username.
And I did that also. I
Okay,
used
then
both.
I would email support to me, and you can log into your DAC back office.
I did.
Okay, well then I would say, I would email support and tell them you're using the ID, but are you in a fast internet area or slow internet?
Fast.
Okay, I would email support and tell them we can talk to the app, but if the credentials are accurate, you should have no problem. I can't imagine there's a block you can put on your phone. So email support, copy me on it. I'll send it over to our developers and
Okay.
find out why you're not able to log in. I'll try to log in from mine with your credentials to see if it's phone related. What
Okay.
type of phone are you using? What year?
It's probably, let's see, we're 24. So it was 22.
Okay, then you should have no problem.
2020.
Anything older than like 2015, 2016 might have an issue, but if you got a fairly new phone, 2 years old, and it's an Android or iOS, Apple, it's not Google. I mean, it's not. Okay, yeah, there should be no problem at all with that. So I would, and you've logged into DAC, yeah, send it to support, and we can find out why you can't.
Okay. And
Because it
Thank
uses
you.
the same login, just so you know, it uses the same login process as our DAC. They're actually going to the same site to log in. It's just the app, you go from a page, but it's actually logging into the same database. Surprised you can log in with one without the other, but you may want to download the, uninstall the app and re-download it. But I can't imagine that would cause you to not be able to log in.
okay, and I found something else out. I want you to know this, and it may only pertain to my information, but when I had the individual and I followed him as he was logging in, it turns up per the back office that he had an account already. Now, he told me he was in the 80s when he did this, but you said, and I read 2015. So with him doing that and asking for my ID, who does that go to? His account or my account?
Let me, you had a client apply?
He did, and he said he
And-
registered. I've not received an email yet. As
Okay,
of
well,
this
let
was
me- I
day
just
before
wanna make
yesterday.
sure- I want to make sure I'm following.
Sure,
Someone applied to become an affiliate or applied for funding?
I'm sorry. We're talking about an identity protection, and
Okay, so he went for ID protection and it said he's already in the system?
yes,
How long ago was this? How many days ago?
Morgan, was this yesterday or day before?
This was yesterday.
Okay, because it was set up, Morgan, you saw the email from our programmers. It used to not allow someone in if they were already a customer. They
Uh-huh.
could sign up again, but that's been changed now. So
Okay.
I would have him, it now allows someone with an email address who's maybe a funding applicant or something to sign up for ID Protect with the same email address. So I would have them try again. That was something, it was protection, but we've
Uh-huh.
removed that so they can join for ID Protect.
Okay, so now with that, I then submitted 2 others for ID Protect, which I've discussed with. And as I sent it, and because of this client asking for my ID,
Morgan, can you stop? I'm going to stop sharing because we're getting into questions that aren't related to funding. So I don't want, hang on.